the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
From the home of the 2021 AFC Champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it? It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little. That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow rolling to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. The Bengals at 8-3 now. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this way. Every defender's dream.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Logan Wilson, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Burrow on first down.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive. I think they just crossed it on that one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mahomes now on first down. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one, and that'll be good for a KC first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On second down, here's Mixon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's got room. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Bengals! Juju Smith-Schuster, 26 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 43.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mahomes firing complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mahomes now on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. McSorley sets to pass. Flush to his right. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's McSorley to throw. And this one's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Bengals drive about to get going as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he whips that one incomplete there. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now McSorley. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd and 10, McSorley eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one goes for 8 yards.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?